Hello, everybody, and welcome to LinkedIn Job Searching. My name is Anna, and today I'm joined by my coworker, Meg, um, who will be relaying your questions to me. But before we get started, I did want to go over just a few guidelines and rules. You can, of course, check your email for more details about this program. Your microphone has been muted, but you are more than welcome to use the chat or Q&A functions to ask questions during the program. We do ask that you be respectful when making comments. Um, I am already sharing my screen and there will be no videos today. However, this program will be recorded and put on our YouTube channel in a few days. Okay. So, once again, welcome to LinkedIn Job Searching. My name is Anna, and I am a public services librarian with Plano Public Library. I did want to mention just a disclaimer that I am not a LinkedIn expert. I am not a job searching expert. However, with our librarian research skills, we have compiled a lot of information that is available online in one spot so that hopefully you can access these things easier. So, our class agenda. Today we are going to review some profile must-haves. This is the third in our series of LinkedIn classes. So we've already talked about profile and networking. However, in order to job search effectively on LinkedIn, you should also have an all-star profile. We're going to talk about LinkedIn's job search tool, and then we'll also go beyond the job board and what that kind of looks like. We'll talk a little bit about networking for opportunities and applying strategically. Um, there's also a section for a Q&A, but if you have questions throughout the program, please go ahead and ask them. Meg will pass them on to me, and we'll get those answered straight away so that you don't forget them later. Okay, so according to Forbes, 95% of recruiters use LinkedIn in their recruiting. So while LinkedIn is certainly not the only tool that they use, it is absolutely critical to stand out if you are on LinkedIn. So all-star profiles on LinkedIn have the following. They have a profile photo. A profile photo shows that there's a person on the other end and probably not a bot. A profile photo makes your profile about 14 times more likely to be viewed, according to statistics published by LinkedIn. A professional headline that shows your interest in the industry you're in or aspiring to be. Profiles should also have your connection to the industry and your current location information. Mm, your profile should also have your current position and at least two previous positions. This shows your employment history and what skills that you can bring to the table. Profiles should also include at least 5 skills. Skills are often buzzwords that can attract recruiters to view your page. There should also be an engaging summary because this is your chance to answer that most common interview question. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Well, here's my summary, and you can read all about it yourself. So it kind of gives you a step in the door almost. It should also include your education information. And here's where it might seem a little bit tricky, at least 50 connections. While this may seem like a lot, profiles with fewer connections tend to be overlooked. And this can be for a variety of reasons, but someone with a great profile and only a few connections may seem like a bot. Um, so showing that you have a wide network can also show that you're easy to work with, or at least get along well with some people. Okay. So on your profile, there's the option to change your work settings and show that either you are open to work or not open to work. So on your profile, underneath your headline, there is a button that only you can see called Open To. And by clicking on this button, you can select finding a new job and then tell LinkedIn and recruiters exactly what kind of job you are interested in. You can state your desired job titles, location, and location type, such as remote or on-site. You can also indicate your desired start date, employment time, whether that's full-time, part-time, or other, as well as the visibility of your job search. So you can either just signal recruiters or you can wear it on your banner, wear it as a banner on your profile photo, rather. While recruiters uh, only will likely increase your odds of not getting as many spam offers, all LinkedIn members might galvanize your network into searching for jobs or mentioning jobs that might be a fit for you. It is up to you to decide. And remember, these settings can be changed at any time.
Not a question, but another one of the viewers said that it can also be found on ad frames on profile pics.
Yes, absolutely. And that's the visibility that I was mentioning. But yes, definitely, you can also do ad frames. Okay, open to volunteer settings. As a separate note, perhaps you may want to expand your search to the open to volunteer settings as well. Volunteering can help you shore up experience in a field or industry or be helpful when you're retired. So you access the open to volunteer setting similar to the open to work setting. On your profile underneath your headline, there's a button called Open To. And if you click volunteer from the drop-down menu, that'll give you the option to set up your volunteer preferences, show your areas of interest, add any skills, what kind of volunteering you're open to, any locations. And that can be a really great way to gain experience, especially if you're industry or career switching. So if you head over to LinkedIn's Jobs tab, you can use the search bar to look for a keyword, title, or company. Underneath the search bar, you'll see some buttons that can help you filter your search. So date posted allows you to see jobs posted in the past month, past week, or the past 24 hours. Company allows you to check which companies you'd want to work for. So maybe if you're looking for some big companies, that would be great for you. However, if you're interested in small businesses or nonprofits, then company probably won't help you. Um, Easy Apply is a feature that LinkedIn provides that we'll cover in greater detail in just a little bit, but it is exactly what it sounds like. You can apply with your LinkedIn profile instead of on the company's individual application site. You may want to check under 10 applicants to find jobs where your application may stand out a little bit more than hundreds of applicants. In My Network can show you connections, company alumni, or school alumni that work for the same company that is hiring. And these could theoretically be connections that you might be able to rely on, depending on your relationship with them. Right under the filter buttons is the location dropdown. You can determine what city to centralize your search around, as well as how far away from that city you might be willing to commute. And that's 0 to 100 miles. Okay. After searching for a job using LinkedIn's job search, you'll see on the search page a blue bar asking if you want to turn on the job alert for this search. So this is going to be in the bottom left corner. Um, and by toggling the switch on, you opt in to receive alerts when new jobs are posted that fit your search criteria. And you can see um, under My Jobs, I believe, that you can edit your job alerts as well. Or maybe it's under Preferences. I'm sorry, I forget. But back on the main Jobs tab, on the left-hand side of the screen, Under your preferences, you can confirm your open to work settings and change your job alerts by clicking on the pencil icon. Okay. So easy apply versus external apply. Applying for a job looks different based on the method that the company has selected. So easy apply is going to look like a button like this. And it's going to allow you to quickly apply for a job posting through LinkedIn itself, the platform. It's fast and easy, and for that reason, it may also be competitive, as many others will likely apply as well. While you can upload a resume and cover letter, it's most likely that recruiters will actually look at your profile in depth. The external apply button is going to show that arrow pointing towards a different website, um, and it will take you directly to the company's website where you can fill out the application. These applications will look different based on the company's website, and they can honestly be confusing to navigate. However, using this option is likely to narrow the pool of candidates and is also better for tailoring your resume to that specific job posting. So, Easy Apply um, is going to be good for more generic applications, but if you really want to target your resume and target a specific job, then External Apply might be better for you. So, um, now we're going to talk a little bit about applying strategically. When you find a job that you're interested in on LinkedIn, don't hit that easy apply button right away. Instead, you can take a few minutes to tailor your resume and cover letter to match the posting. Be sure to read the job description carefully. Note the keywords and the specific skills or tools that they emphasize. If they mention community engagement or data analysis multiple times, then you should make sure that those words show up naturally in your resume and cover letter. Recruiters often use keyword matching tools, so by mirroring the language of the posting, you can help your application get noticed. Next, save jobs to track your applications. Even if you don't apply immediately, saving the job keeps everything in one place under the Jobs tab. You can revisit the job later and see if the position is still open, and even used the saved list as a record of where you've applied. Some people like to take it a step further and keep a simple spreadsheet with a few columns like job title, company, date applied, and follow-up status, so that nothing slips through the cracks. Finally, use those job postings for company research. A posting is more than a list of duties. It's a window into what that organization values. Notice their tone. Is it formal or casual? Do they highlight teamwork, innovation, or service? Those clues can help you tailor not only your resume, but also your interview answers later. You can also click into the company page to see recent updates, what they've been posting about, and whether you have any connections there. The goal is to make every application thoughtful and targeted. We are big believers in quality over quantity. A handful of well-tailored applications will always have more impact than dozens of generic ones. Now we are going to go beyond the job board because the jobs tab is great, but some of the best opportunities on LinkedIn never actually show up there, or they might show up later than you could have found them yourself. So first, you can search companies directly and follow them. Think about the organizations you'd love to work for. Go to their LinkedIn page, click follow, and check the jobs section on their profile. When you follow a company, their new posts and openings start showing up in your feed automatically, so you'll often see positions before they hit the wider listings. Second, use the main LinkedIn search bar, not just the jobs tab. You can type in keywords like hiring librarian, seeking marketing assistant, or looking for a designer. You'll find posts from hiring managers, recruiters, and employees. These can sometimes be informal opportunities or contract work that aren't in the official listings on LinkedIn. And third, watch company posts for hiring updates. Many organizations announce openings with a quick, "We're hiring" post. You can comment, like, or even reach out directly to express interest. That is a great low pressure way to get your name seen by the people making the hiring decisions. The big takeaway here is that LinkedIn isn't just a job board. It is an active community. By following the right companies and engaging with their content, you can catch opportunities early and build relationships that a simple application can't. Okay. Next, we're going to talk about networking because this is where a lot of opportunities actually come from. It's easy to think of networking as awkward or forced, but on LinkedIn, it's really about building professional curiosity. You're connecting with people who are doing the kind of work you want to do, and you are learning from them. You can start by identifying recruiters, hiring managers, or professionals in your target field. When you find someone who works at a company you admire or they are working in a role that you are interested in, take a minute to look through their posts or recent activity. Maybe comment thoughtfully on something that they've shared. That small interaction can make your name familiar before you ever reach out directly. When you do send a connection request, make sure to personalize it. A simple, friendly message goes a long way. It can be something like, "Hello," person's name. "I really enjoyed your post about topic. I'm exploring opportunities in this industry and would love to add you to my network." And that's it. It's short, polite, and specific. You can also post and share content, linking to insightful articles, sharing successes at your current job, something new you've learned. Your voice is valuable and gets people engaged. Remember that commenting and engaging can be just as valuable as messaging. When you share insight on a post or celebrate someone's new role or react to an article, your name keeps showing up in professional spaces. And that's how people start recognizing you as a part of the community. The goal isn't to collect hundreds and hundreds of connections. It's to build a few meaningful connections that open doors, share advice, and expand your visibility. So, for alumni, you might want to connect with fellow students or people from your educational institution. So, by going to your institution's page, you can click on See All People Results right here and discover first, second, and third degree connections. You can see if anyone is actively hiring, what location they have listed, or what company they work for. However, if you click on the All Filters tab, you can also filter by industry as well. By finding others in the industry you'd like to work in or at companies that you would like to work for, you can ask politely for an informational interview and potentially make a connection you otherwise wouldn't have had. So, an informational interview is great and it's a great way to learn more about the position that you are potentially applying for. And it's also a great way to make connections as well. People like helping people generally. Um, it makes them feel good. And this is a way that you can ask people for help. So, for example, if you wanted to reach out to somebody, you can say, "Hello, name. I came across your profile while looking into this company. and I noticed that we're both alumni of the university. I'm currently exploring opportunities in this field and would love to hear about your experience working for a company. If you have 15 to 20 minutes sometime in the next few weeks, I'd really appreciate the chance to ask you a few questions about your career path and what you enjoy about the company. Thank you so much for considering. And either way, it's great to see a fellow mascot school name doing well in the field. And then you can sign it with your name. So in my case, I would say University of North Texas, and it's great to see a fellow Eagle out in the field doing well. Mm, okay. So this brings us towards the end of our presentation today. So we've got some action items for you to hopefully expand your job search and to succeed in your job search. We are going to challenge you to set one job alert um, to hopefully find jobs that resonate with you and your skills and talents. You can also try to follow 5 target companies on LinkedIn and connect with 2 industry professionals. Remember, these connections don't have to be your best friend. It's great if you already know each other, but if you don't, just keep a nice, short, simple, polite message and see if they accept. Because connecting with people is really your best foot in. Okay. Additional resources. With Plano Public Library, we have Ask PPL, which are appointments for one-on-one assistance. There are also LinkedIn Learning tutorials for more information and program recordings on the PPL YouTube channel. So let me show you how to find all of those. Mm, so on our website, you can go to Discover and Explore, and then go down to Research and Learn. And this gives you our database list, and you can go to LinkedIn Learning, get started, and enter your library card number and PIN. From here, you should be able to watch courses like Rock Your LinkedIn Profile, and you can search for things specifically on LinkedIn, like quick tips, boosting your personal brand with LinkedIn. You can also search for different skills that will help boost your career. So, for example, maybe you really want to learn Adobe Photoshop to add that skill to your bucket. Um, you can search for Photoshop specifically and see a lot of essential trainings, quick tips, others that can help you style the Mona Lisa's hair, and others as well, I am sure. This can also help you with coding, Microsoft Excel, anything that you can think of, including learning how to play bass guitar, which is what I'm currently doing on LinkedIn. So the world is your oyster. You can learn a lot with LinkedIn Learning. Um, the other thing that you can do, going back to our Plano Library homepage, if you hover over library services, you can ask PPL. And this allows you to get assistance with different categories, such as job and career, assistance with how to create a basic resume, online job searching, and more. Very relevant to today's class, but we have other topics as well.
Anna, we have a quick question about
Yes.
LinkedIn Learning.
Mhm.
This person asked if they complete a course, can they add it to their LinkedIn profile?
So, yes and no. Normally, if you have LinkedIn Learning as part of your LinkedIn Premium, it's very, very simple. However, with the library account, it's not as simple. Let me see. My library, what have I learned? Okay. So for example, this one, you should be able to download certificate, um, download PDF. And then this gives you the certificate ID. This certificate ID is what you are going to post to LinkedIn um, to make sure that your certificate looks valid. So yes and no. Yes, you can do it. No, it's not a very simple way, but yes, you can do it. Was that about as clear as mud?
I think that, yes, I think that answered the question.
Okay. Mm, so we talked about Ask PPL. The final thing that we are going to talk about is on the bottom of every page, I believe, there should be, they changed it. All. This shows you the City of Plano's social media channels, and if you click all, you'll be taken to all of the social media channels. So you can see here we've got Plano Public Library. We have Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. We are going to click on YouTube specifically. And here you can search for previous recordings of different classes that we've held, such as LinkedIn, and see the different workshops that we've held in the past. Okay, so I think that is about it. Are there any additional questions? If you can't think of a question now, but think of one later, you can feel free to email me at annak@plano.gov. I would be happy to assist you.
There are no other questions in the chat or the Q&A as of right now.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you everybody so much for attending our virtual program. You can find more resources on our website, planolibrary.org, and we hope to see you